When you need advice, the Ben and Kelly. It's Group Therapy on 99.7 DJX.
Yeah, Kelly, describe what group therapy is all about.
This is kind of a sharing corner. You can come here with some sort of an issue that maybe you need a little advice on, but you can't really go to your friends and family because sometimes it involves them.
Yeah, and this is the case, right, Angie? Hey, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. So thanks, first of all, for allowing us to contact you on this. Will you explain what's happening?
Oh God, yes. And I appreciate you actually calling me about it because this is really weird.
Okay.
At least it is to me. So I'm really interested in what you and your listeners think about this. So here's the deal. I started seeing this guy a couple of months ago, and we took the next step. Actually, I just met his parents over the weekend for dinner at their place. So that was, that was kind of nice.
Good.
We got along great. Everybody was on their best behavior. All of that. But when it came time for dinner, so it was just me and my boyfriend and his parents.
Sure.
And I noticed there were 3 extra place settings at the table.
Odd.
I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I didn't think his siblings were going to be around. But then I said, who else is coming and joining us for dinner? And boyfriend's mom looks at me and just says, oh, that's for Max, Leo, and Buster, and just gives me this little wink. Oh, okay, no problem. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if she's joking or so. Being polite, I chuckle and I figure, all right, I'll find out soon enough.
Right.
So we sit down, and his mom opens the basement door and calls for Max, Leo, and Buster to come up for dinner. And I hear this thunderous noise coming up the stairs.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, Max, Leo, and Buster are the family dogs.
That's what I thought.
I am not kidding you. They run up, they jump on their own, they each have their own chair. They're wagging their tails and licking their mouths, and
They're ready.
they're like, it's dinner time. Yeah. It's us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, my reaction exactly. So I'm sitting here and I must have looked shocked because my boyfriend just kind of looks at me just totally normally and says, "Oh yeah, they've eaten dinner at the table with us their entire lives. Like it's no friggin' big deal."
What? Okay.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Right. Okay. Good. Exactly. His mom just calm as all get out, just sets down their dog food bowl at each their, at their each setting, at their place setting, and then just looks at me and says, "So, do you need anything else before we eat?" And I'm sitting there, I'm like speechless.
Yeah.
I just kind of shake my head. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. And we all start eating dinner.
Okay.
So, we're eating dinner. The dogs, of course, they're dogs.
Yeah.
All right? They finish in like 2 minutes. They jump down off their seats and calmly, Mom got up, opened the back door, let them out into the yard.
Oh my gosh. This is wild.
Oh my God. I was nauseous.
Yeah, I can imagine they don't have table manners, right?
No, they're dogs.
Right.
They're dogs. And so, I didn't really have much of an appetite after that. But, again, polite, meeting his parents for the first time. Right. And, the rest of the evening was relatively normal. But, my question is, seriously, is anybody else freaked out about this? Or is it just me? Who lets their dogs eat at the dinner table with them? And also, first of all, am I crazy? And the other thing is, okay, here's the other deal. Is my boyfriend going to think this is normal? And is he going to insist if, we ever move in together and if we have a dog, that our dog sit at the table with us?
Oh my gosh, there is so much here. So much to unpack.
Right.
Angie, I appreciate you and your storytelling ability. I felt like I was there at the dinner table with you.
Oh my God.
So yeah, first of all, I will say no, I've not heard of this before, but we have plenty of people chiming in, so if you want to hang out.
Awesome.
Thank you for allowing us to talk to you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
OMG. Okay, so couple of comments out the gate. Lexi's like, I wish I could train my dog to be as well trained as them. LOL.
Right?
But my dog is too stubborn. Stop overthinking the situation. Just focus on how well the parents went. Should your boyfriend maybe have warned you? Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, but yeah, like maybe he didn't even realize it was out of the ordinary because it was always something that had happened. But man, that's true. That's a great point. Those dogs are well trained.
Now listen, Tanya's like, I had a school friend. Her mom fed their dog with the mom's fork as the dog sat in her lap. She took a bite, the dog, and then her again. It was weird. To each his own, though.
All right. I'd love to just hear especially if you are if you allow your dog to sit at the table with you and enjoy dinner time with you. I'd love to talk to you, and because
one for me, one for you.
Right. Just like literally. How do you do it?
I don't know. All right. I don't know.
It's Angie's asking, so hey, it's group therapy on 99.7 DJX. Angie, and she had an interesting dinner experience at her boyfriend's parents' house.
It was the first time she was meeting them, and she was a little surprised to see there were 3 other guests at the dinner table that happened to be their dogs.
Max, Leo, and Buster had their own place settings.
They're like 20 out of 10 on a good upper scale, are they not?
I mean, my gosh. And so kind of as you predicted, Kelly, I feel like it's a little bit divided. A lot more people are saying, hey, you know what? You don't eat there all the time. Just know that that's a weird thing that may happen over it. A
lot of people are like, I wouldn't do it, but, not a big deal on the grand scheme of things.
Right. And you know what? Not all group therapy sessions have to be like some crazy dramatic, cheating scenario. But like this still though, Angie's like, am I crazy? Do other people do this? And so far I haven't heard from anybody.
No, but people do want apparently their dogs to be that well behaved to be able to pull that off. They're all impressed with those are really good trained, well behaved dogs. Yeah,
there are a lot of people that are like, you know what, that's gross. I can't stand the way dogs eat, things like that. And
Jennifer said we have 4 animals, 2 cats, 2 dogs. These are my fur babies. Love them like crazy. The dogs will generally flank my husband at dinner time because they know he'll toss them something. This drives me nuts. I can't stand to have animals begging at the table. I drew the line when the weird cat, who prefers all people food to cat food, had the nerve to jump on my dinner table during dinner.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you are not very disciplined about where your animals sit or go or whether they beg while you're eating, they can get right up on like you or your guests. And that can be a little bit like, okay, you know what? You've got food. It's over there. You're fine. Well,
I'm trying to make it so that my dogs don't jump up on people when they come through the door. It's like they are immediately like climbing up their legs and hello. And I'm like, no, get down. Yeah. Not everybody wants that.
Yeah. So, I want to pass along Ashley's comment, and I think we can kind of wrap it up. But she says, I think this is wonderful and honestly wish I could have dinner with them. If they have that well-behaved dogs, they probably raised a great person as well. Just my thoughts.
Oh, wow. So how well-trained the dogs are is a reflection of her boyfriend's upbringing.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
That's
maybe
a neat perspective.
I know. And something that I think is pretty refreshing. So hopefully that is the case,
Yeah, I would say not a big deal, but maybe if you are a little worried that your boyfriend down the road if things progress and you guys move in together and he's thinking, if you the dog's going to have a place at the table, maybe we set the boundaries now and just say, hey, that was interesting. And we probably wouldn't do that, right?
Come on, champ, right here next to me, buddy. All right.
I could say my pugs wouldn't.
Yeah, that
at all.
Right. So if you, we're going to move on here, but if you want to comment on Facebook, especially if you allow your dogs to eat at the table, I would love to hear your story and all that stuff.
In fact, we need pictures. If we could have pictures flood the comments now, that would be amazing.
That would be fantastic. I want to see some dogs with some bibs around their necks.
That's really what I want to see.
All right, at Ben and Kelly Show. That's group therapy.